Hello and welcome back to another Tricky Miss video. Today we're on Thick Legends and we are going to go over the pets of when you should start buying and when you should slowly invest the time into getting more and more burgers. Alright, so let's just go ahead, hop right on into it. We have one pet from each island, or from each pet egg. Starting with the very beginning pet that costs 100 burgers, and you can go around, collect them. I will go over spots where you can actually go and farm this in the beginning. So this is a common pull, and all these are common pulls. Nothing's like the best pull in the game. I did get some earlier on, but I just sold them off. But anyway, so 1.2 multipliers for the coins and burgers. That's what you should be expecting, but you can buy this over and over again because it's so cheap. It's only 100 burgers and it's so easy to get it. And pretty much you can get it all the way up to the Immortal state, kind of like what these are. There's 4 evolutions. It goes to Evolved, Immortal, and then Omega. But it's super easy to get. You can definitely get them up there and it will surpass the first 3 eggs. Now this is a common pull from the second pet egg, or the first island. It costs 2,000 and it's not much of a difference, 1.5. It's only a 0.3 difference. Ugh. And let's see, where, I think it's this one. This is from the third pet egg, or the second island. And the egg cost is 10,000, I believe, for burgers. It's not a huge jump, but it's still pretty good. So I would say if you got these up to the Immortal state, it'll definitely surpass what these can do. Alright, this one is from the fourth pet egg, or the third island. The cost of it is 40,000 burgers. And there's not much of a difference. It's kind of like 1.5 times from what this is. Overall, it's not a big difference, so I wouldn't really worry too much about it. You can either do the first 3. I would suggest either doing the first egg or the second egg. Grind up the burgers, get those up to the evolved states, and then you should be good. And now it's time for this one. This one is from the fifth egg. The cost of the egg is 75,000. It is kind of spendy, but this one will surpass any of the evolved pets that you got from the other ones. Overall, it's still pretty good. Let's see, hopefully I picked the right one for the next one. I think it's this one. Yep. This one is from the 6th egg. The 6th egg costs 300,000, and it beats the 5th egg, obviously, just for base stats. I'm not sure what the multipliers are when you evolve them. Let's see. So 325 to that, so it almost does like 3 times. So if you did this like times 3, it would go up to like 50 something. So I guess this would technically beat this, but it might be better just to move up as soon as you get to this island. And then I think, I don't want to be wrong, but I think it's this one, right? No, it's this one. This one is from the 7th egg, and it costs about 850,000 burgers. It's pretty spendy, and just as a reminder, this is the common pulls. They're not like the best pulls that you can get out of it. The best pulls usually have way better multipliers than what the common ones do. But overall, it's still pretty good. It's more than double what the base stats are for the eggs below it. And then this one is coming from the 8th pet egg, and the 8th pet egg costs 2 million. It sounds kind of ridiculous, but it's not as ridiculous as the last pet egg. And we'll just use the Atom pet. That's one of the really common ones to get. And let's compare it. So 160, 160. What is this one? 325, 310. It's pretty good. So overall, when you get up to the 5th or like the 4th island, start getting these. And like pretty much if you don't have the game passes, because I believe the game passes, yeah, so it adds on 6. So if you don't have those, I wouldn't really worry too much about trying to evolve these until you get up to the last island. The last island is kind of a pain to do, but okay, let me just go ahead, sell this, and I'll show you some good farming spots of what you can do. There's these burger spawns all along the map here. Like there's one on top of here. No matter what, the burger will spawn on top of this building. It's kind of ridiculous. It takes like 4 to 7 seconds sometimes, but it always respawns back on top of this. There's another one just right over here. It's just by this other arrow. And this one you could literally do right at spawn. Hardly anyone will bother with you because they'll most likely have the burgers already farmed up. I'm not sure about those side buildings over there, but I know there's one. Wait, let me get this burger. There we go. And I know there's one way over here. Pretty much anywhere if you see something like floating there on top of a building, just know whatever it is, it'll respawn in that same area. If you're running around collecting burgers, it's like the same thing. Ooh, what is that? I didn't even notice that there's a boss over there. Huh, I'll have to go check that out. Like, I haven't really ran around the edge of the map before, but we'll definitely go check that out. But here's another spawn point. So this is like 3 out of, I don't know how many. To be honest, I haven't really checked out all the buildings. The main one that I've really been using is this one right over here. This is like my main one. And if you actually consume something and you become big enough, it should passively collect it. Especially if you have a dance going. The feet are moving and it's like taking up the whole place, and it'll essentially collect it eventually. Just like that. You don't have to do anything. If you really want it, you can click away, or if you have one of those auto clickers, you can have it on and just farm up without ever having to worry about much of anything. And that's 4 of like the beginning ones. I'm assuming some of these other ones have burgers that spawn on top of it. But no, I'm kind of curious about this. What is this? Alright, guess I'm a bit big for this. Let me just... Yeah, I'm a bit big. But yeah, no, I had no idea that they had a boss like this. I think I'm just too big to actually hit him. So let's just go ahead, sell those things off. Like, literally, I have not traveled around this map at all. So I've never actually noticed that if there was ever a boss there. And it's just so far away from the spawn point. Like, there's no indicator. It's just some kind of tall looking person just walking around. Yeah, it's 2,500 health. Actually, to think about it, I'm pretty sure they never had this in until maybe like an update or 2 ago. So if they... Oh. That's weird. I think the bigger you are, the more damage you do. Let's just get big and then we will start stomping. Yeah, so the bigger you are, the more damage you deal. Kind of interesting. And I love how I'm just stomping right on top of his head too. But you do get a good amount of things, except for it's just gonna take forever. Hey, look at this. I don't even have to be near him, and I can still hit him. Huh. So I guess that could be a passive farm, but it's probably not as good as what some of these other ones are. This one looks like it can be another possible farm or burger spot. Let's see if I get one. Just gonna collect. Oh, yeah. So there's one up in that corner, so that's 5. But yeah, no. Literally, just check all these buildings, and you'll find a good spot. There's some spots that are smaller than others, and it's pretty good overall. Let me just show you the one I've been using for a lot of the time. You might see me in those sped up parts in those videos, but it's literally you hop down and it's like the first circle island that you see. It has a burger spawn on it, and it's nice and small. It's not too big, and there's a burger spot right on it. These burgers, they go by colors, and they have higher multipliers. Like the one down below, I was getting 247,000 per pickup. This one I'm getting 2.2 million. And literally, like I was saying before, all I have to do is consume to the point where I get big enough. And I noticed like the sweet spot for the number is about, here, wait, let me just get out bigger. Big. The sweet spot for the toughness for me on this spot alone is probably like 19 million. You could do it much less, but I prefer to do it at 19 billion just because you cover more ground, and then while you're dancing you also can throw in something that'll actually help you out a little more. Instead of like grinding away on the punches, you can literally just stomp. Because as you're stomping and dancing, you're pretty much covering the whole ground. You don't have to do much of anything, and just bam, look at that. We're getting burgers without having to do much of anything. I have my hands pretty much freed up, and I'm just watching. But anyway, that is pretty much more or less the rundown of pets and my burger farm that I've been using. This is the best burgers that you can get in the game, the purple burgers. They have the highest multiplier, and there are some on some of the other islands. Like I think that one right there has one. Kind of looks like a controller from below, or like a moon. But there's some other ones. It's mainly just on these islands that are floating, not on the clouds or anything like that. They do have circles. The circle multipliers are for coins, and they're really low in comparison. But overall, that'll have to do it for today's video. I hope this video helped you guys out. I know some people have been wondering, how have I been able to get so much burgers so quick? Even with my current multipliers, the 24,000 for both, they're pretty ridiculous, but I'm nowhere near. I want to get these pets up to Omega status, but it took me 15 billion just to get just 4 of these, and they're not the ones I want. Except for I'm not going to be giving these away because they're my main source of the multipliers. But I will slowly work on getting those up. It'll just take a lot of time. It took a lot of time to get to that point, but if you guys want to do this, definitely go ahead and do it. It really does work. So, but anyway, I hope this all helped you guys out. If you guys are new, remember, you guys can subscribe to the channel. It does help out a lot. Also, like the video. That helps us appear more in like when people are searching for certain games and stuff. But overall, I hope this all helped, especially for the beginners that are trying to get the burgers. Instead of running around, they can just sit in one spot and collect them. And also I can give out pets. I don't like giving out the immortal ones, but I can give out the evolved ones, because the immortal ones are what I mainly need to get the omegas. But anyway, that'll have to do it for today's video. But yeah, oh man, I'm tired. But thank you guys for watching. I will keep posting. I'm gonna try and do it daily, so don't quote me on it, but I will try. I know today's video is kind of long and it's still going, but yeah. But I will see you guys all in the next one, and I'm not sure what game I'm going to be posting up. I'm probably just gonna pick one, and hopefully it'll be good. So, okay, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Okay, bye.